Yo, do you like fighting games? No? How about tabletop RPGs? Well, if you don't care, I don't care. Because I'm here to talk about my most recent tabletop RPG, Heaven or Hell. Heaven or Hell, which I'll be shortening to 2H for the remainder of this video, is a two-player competitive tabletop game inspired by the fighting game genre, and more specifically, games made by the developer Arc System Works, like Guilty Gear or BlazBlue. By the time this video is out, it'll be released and submitted to the Minimalist TTRPG Jam. But I do plan to continue supporting if people enjoy playing it, and this isn't in the script, but I've recently started to try to get some title art and some more formatting stuff done that you may see in an update when this video is out. The game's set dressing is that each player is a demon attempting to escape hell. How that is done is left to the GM's interpretation, normally by beating up a bunch of other players in a Discord server. And honestly, it's entirely irrelevant. The setting serves to explain three things. One, that the players naturally oppose each other and have a reason to fight, because that's the point of the game, really. Two, that players can survive any number of losses through some sort of supernatural resurrection or rejuvenation. And three, that I have a reason to name the game Heaven or Hell, and not just make it a Guilty Gear reference. Like I implied before, the game is more so a competitive war game than a narrative-based tabletop RPG like you may expect. Much like other war games, the only reason you need to play it is that it's fun, and you only need two people to do so, feel free to just download the project and hop in. But you may be asking, Joel, how do I play Heaven or Hell? I don't know, read the fucking book. What I mean to say is that I'll be explaining the basics of 2H's fighting rules right now. The core of 2H is the act of two players using techniques against each other. Techniques are the options a character has in a fight, and when a character is created, they gain a different number of techniques and can equip one before a battle starts. The techniques they can use vary quite a lot, but at a basic level there's only one thing you need to know, that all techniques are one of three types. They are either an attack, defense, or utility technique. And you should also know that attacks beat utility, utility beat defense, and defense beats attacks. Like most RPGs, fights in 2H are made up of rounds. Each round contains 3 phases. But, in 2H's case, each character takes their turn at the same time, kind of like Pokemon or, a fighting game. The round's phases are as follows: the decision phase, the reveal phase, and the action phase. In the decision phase, the two players decide on the technique they want to use. Some of these techniques are universal, and it just depends on whether you've equipped it or not, but most are unlocked in character creation. The players decide by placing a dice somewhere on the table their opponent cannot see. The number shown on the dice, when revealed, will show what technique they wanted to use. After both players have confirmed that they've made their decision, they reveal the dice, which moves the round to the reveal phase. Depending on the technique, some things may happen immediately, like immediately moving your character before an attack resolves, or applying some special effect. But after that, something very important happens. Before the next phase starts, the player who acts first must be decided. And this is decided through the types of techniques used, in the same pattern as stated before. Attacks beat utility, utility beat defense, and defense beat attack. If both players have picked the same type, the rules differ a little bit. Attacks beat each other based on the resources the users have. Defenses are rendered useless with neither one activating. And utilities can both be used without interruption. And finally, the game comes down to the action phase, where the techniques that have been decided to actually resolve. The users get to deal their damage or block the strike, fucking with the opponent's resources. They can move their character in the way they wanted to, They succeed in what they wanted to do. And then, you repeat, until only one fighter is left. And that's about it. Of course, there are other subtleties. What exactly resources are used, the way, you calculate your health, the way you create your character. But for a basic introduction, I think that's all you need to know. of course, if this has a positive reception and, people start picking up the game and joining the Discord where you can fucking challenge me to a battle, I'll probably accept. We don't really have a lot of games going on right now because the game just came out. It's not super popular. But, I'm glad if people check it out. The game is free. And, if you download it and even maybe pay for it, give a donation, I'll support it further. I'll add more stuff. If you got a suggestion to throw in the Discord, feel free to. I'll probably add it. I love making content. That's kind of what I do. I only stop making content when people stop reading it. So yeah, peace.